welcome to the show. Well, this is not really a show. Welcome to our class on camera confidence. How many times have you been in front of the camera and you stayed off to the distance, even though you wanted to be in a shot, but you were like, I want to be part of y'all, but I want to be part of y'all from like back here somewhere. Well, here's the thing. The way we create our moment, the way we share ourselves is a reflection of how we feel inside. So some of us share openly and we want to feel open inside, but yet we are closed off in some magnitude. We find excuses in order to not do this or that for the sake of keeping that part of ourselves to ourselves. Now, one thing that can improve with camera confidence is being courageous enough to not care about what's happening around us, but to be able to open up ourselves to the surroundings by focusing on our task, which in my case, a task could be dancing. I want to move my body and I don't want the environmental stresses, or should I say environmental judgments, to reflect the way that I feel. So it's like I can feel that someone would judge me based on my dance moves. Either they are looking at themselves saying how if they would have kept dancing, they would have been able to do those things too, or what does that person think they're doing because they're like in the open dancing this, and I was told never to dance in public. So many different stories, so many different directions that we have explored throughout our life, and those explorations have come into our lives to be part of our lives, and we don't even know that that's there until it happens, until we get to that spot where we're like, I want to just dance like this, and nothing happens. We say, well, I had this feeling that this is going to happen, but what happened was we let outside influences take away from our internal feelings. Camera confidence is about believing that you have something to share and you're going to be okay with sharing that message regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless of what's going on in our world around us. And I have a choice to edit this, or I can keep it the same. For the sake of time, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Maybe. Depends on how much of a perfectionist I want to be in this moment in time, which in that case, it will never get put out. And then this message will go into the terabytes of data that I have stored just because I have yet to give out the information that I'm sharing with myself. I mean, I have to have a reason to share. We have to have purpose to share. Some of us don't have that purpose because we haven't given people outside of ourselves the opportunity to share our messages with one another. We haven't given people the opportunity to say, hey, sure, I want to buy X thing. What is this thing right here? You say, oh, well, I keep changing here, and I used to keep changing here when I would walk the streets and give change out to people. But I use it as a pen holder. I use it as a card holder. So it depends on what your need in the moment is. That's what that thing is. But I haven't showed anyone that thing yet, which is why we're doing it on the Real Show Network. As part of our shop is sharing those common things that we can make for ourselves, made to order items, face mask, drawstring bags. We're creating a door panel for our doors because we don't want to have the door closed, but we want to be able to walk out of the door but still have it at nighttime where it can block out the light. So that's one thing that we're doing. What else do we have on the schedule? We have we have a tote bag that we're designing, and we're giving a lot of these things out for free because we want other people to have the opportunity to share, be able to make these things for themselves. So we're giving sewing instructions on how to make these things, and we're sharing it on our page, our Skillshare page, just to do that. And on the top of that, we're giving you 2 months of free access. 2 months free access to jump up on Skillshare and start teaching or listen to different lessons. Upgrade yourself while you're off work right now. Get into Skillshare, listen to some classes, do the things, do the steps, and go on with your business. It's that easy. Maybe it's not. I've been on Skillshare for a while now, and I've learned a lot of things, and I have classes saved. It's just great. That's why I'm part of Skillshare. That's why this class is being taught through Skillshare, because I feel this will be actually edited because I don't want to have it that long. Well, this is an introduction, so I mean I can do that. It's okay. I can have the introduction to the class. Maybe I'll put it onto the YouTube, and then, well, I mean it has so many different directions. You see how we can start one process, but unless we have it written down, unless we have a storyboard to say this is how it's going to be done, it can end up going on to different directions. It can never end up coming out. It can end up just staying where it is. But we don't have time for that. We have to get the things where they need to be and realize that it is what it is. I might cut this up just for a second. Should I cut this? What do you think? Comment in the comments if I should slice this video up. But if I okay, here's the thing. If I edit this video, I'm gonna have to make a Patreon account, and then a Patreon account will have the edited version, and then by becoming a patron, you can have the edited version, and it's more inspiration to do video editing, because outside of that, it's like I'm just doing it for my own time, and I have better things to do than just like edit videos for free all the fucking time, all the time. I share so much, but you know, it's like whatever. I share because it's part of who I am. So it sucks because I'm gonna do it regardless if I'm getting paid. That's what sucks about it. And no matter how much I may struggle personally within the financial realm at cases, at times, things are just not in line because it's not time. It's about the patience. It's patience, but my belief is so strong that I know that the patience is going to allow me to get to the goal that I'm getting by sharing the information. Sharing it on many different levels, from becoming a teacher in the state, local level, to becoming a teacher on the online version of life to share those messages as well, to being an example of a person who cares about society around. This is why I'm okay with being where I'm at. This is why I'm successful in my day-to-day life. 2020, being successful this early in the game is simple because I live with no shame. And okay, that's it.